Hey guys, so today I want to talk about how you can have the best, absolute, most amazing glow up for summer. I want to go into some physical aspects, obviously, but I also want to go into some internal aspects. Yeah, I'm honestly so hyped for this summer and I want to make this the best summer ever. I feel like this year I'm so, I don't know, in tune with myself. The vibe I want to have for this summer is pretty much just having fun, not be as stressed, not be as serious, and just, enjoying myself, feeling my best, looking myself, living your absolute best life. Let's start with the physical things. And the first thing is to put effort into your outfits. I am very bad with this because I wear the same things over and over again, and I'm not saying that this is anything bad, but I feel like I have so many clothes. I could experiment more with them and not wear a white crop top every single day or a black crop top. Trying to always wear something different, experimenting with what you already have at home. Like, this doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy new things, but I'm sure us girls, we have a lot of stuff at home and there is a lot to alternate between. Also with my makeup, trying to do my makeup in different ways because I feel like I'm doing it the same all the time and I want to do it a little bit more different. I want to find something a little bit more natural. I feel like now I'm very glammed up and I want to be like a little bit more on the less makeup, natural makeup side this summer. And also hairstyles. I'm having my hair like this all the time, sleek down, and when I'm in the gym I'm having my high ponytail. That's pretty much it. So I also want to experiment with some hairstyles, just trying new things. I'm also wearing jewelry. I mean, I just have a necklace on, but usually I don't have any jewelry on except for earrings maybe. When I go to the gym, I want to have a cute gym fit, and also when I'm a little bit more casual, not like this today, I also want to put effort into this outfit because otherwise, like I said, I'm always wearing the same thing over and over again, and I have a lot of shorts and crop tops that I can wear in different combinations. It doesn't have to be the same every single day. Also, for getting dressed, I usually never get dressed, like barely ever, maybe if I'm going out once a month. I feel like pretty much all winter I was locked up at home and I didn't wear any makeup. I was just in sweats and hoodies all the time, and I love sweats and hoodies and no makeup, don't get me wrong, but after months and months and months and months and months, I'm sick of it and I wanna dress up again. Even if I'm not necessarily doing something on that day, but just put on my makeup to feel a little bit better. I did this, I think, last week. I don't know, it made my day. I felt so much more confident, and I also feel confident because I have a whole video feeling confident without makeup. But sometimes it's nice to wear makeup. So I want to do my makeup maybe like 2 to 3 times a week. If it's more or less, I don't care, but this is just a rough estimate. Otherwise, I'm probably not gonna do it ever, or I'm just gonna do it like, when I have to, when I'm going out. So I want to challenge myself to get dressed at least 2 to 3 times a week, because I feel like, when I do my makeup all the time, if I do my makeup and getting dressed 7 days a week, it's nothing special anymore, it's like that's a special of it, like wearing makeup occasionally and getting dressed, and it's not special if I do it every day. I feel like then I don't like the way I look without makeup because I'm wearing makeup all the time. Yeah, it's a whole struggle. Going to the gym or any exercise, I feel like summer is just perfect to do exercise, especially outside. You can go for a run, you can go for your hot girl walk, you can play tennis, you can go swimming, whatever it is. I personally love the gym and I always recommend the gym. I just personally feel better since I started going to the gym. I never felt more confident in my life before, so I'm always gonna preach about going to the gym. And when you're working out, people can tell that you're taking care of your body. So if you want to glow up, do some exercise. And also what always goes with the exercise part is to eat healthy and nutritious food. And I totally get it. Like in summer, we're out and about, we're at restaurants and whatever. Doesn't mean we always have to stuff ourselves with the bad stuff, I personally like to eat a lot of salads in summer because it is so warm, I like to eat something cold and a lot of fruit and veggies. I'm also gonna have my ice cream and everything, don't get me wrong. But I feel like it is nice to eat healthy, and when you're eating healthy, this also not only makes you feel better from the inside, but it makes you look better also from the outside. Changing up your hair, and I don't mean just the hairstyle, but cut your hair, dye your hair, do what you want with your hair, do what you always wanted to do with your hair. I, for example, last year I dyed my hair black in the beginning of summer, and it was such a huge confidence boost. For me, this was like such a huge change to go from a very light light hair color to super dark. Changing your hair can be so magical. It can also go the wrong way, not gonna lie. Do something with your hair, especially if you feel like you've had it the same for a very long time, or it's not as healthy as it should be. Maybe cut your ends a little bit. It's anyway nicer to have short hair in summer. Honestly, my hair, like, look how long they are. Look how long they're pain in summer. I need to put them out of my face all the time. Like, having them like this is a very rare occasion in summer. When it comes to clothes and you want to change your clothes, like not like I said before what you have at home, but if you know you want to go shopping, maybe you want to go thrifting, you can definitely take the summer to change your style. I would look up other styles that you like. Like, back in the day, this was very hard for me because I always saw a lot of things that I liked, but not all of these things are necessarily things that I like on myself. Now when I see something, it can either be, oh, I really love the look on her, but it's not for me. For example, when someone wears a lot of dresses and skirts and it's very girly, it's not so for me. I'm not really that type. I'm a little bit more, you know, sporty. I like shorts and sneakers and stuff like that. Get inspiration, but get the inspiration that you think that you would also like on yourself. If you have the money, you can get treatments. You can get your eyebrows done, you can get your lashes done, maybe you get, you know, lash extensions, or you just dye the lashes. I personally dye my eyebrows. I don't know, get a massage, get a facial treatment, get your nails done. I personally don't get anything done, I just wanted to mention it. If you want to get something done, one thing I'm actually gonna try for the first time ever is I'm going on vacation in July, and before that I made myself my first ever waxing appointment. I'm very curious how this is going to go, and I also want to dye my lashes myself at home before I'm going on vacation to have, you know, a little bit like it looks like I have makeup on. I don't know, let's see how that goes. Another thing to glow up physically, and this is so, I would say, overlooked because it is so simple, and that is to drink water and get sleep. If you're not drinking water, especially now in summer, you will see it on your skin, especially in your face, that you're dehydrated and you might not look as fresh. And for the sleeping part, you can tell if someone slept a lot or not, and I feel like I don't look or feel my best if I haven't slept enough for a few nights in a row. So you can also take naps, especially when it's super hot. Like on very hot days, it's so nice to have like a little lunch nap, you know, if you're going out all the time, if you're a party girl, and I'm not judging that, but you can tell after a while that you've been partying all the time, and you know, the alcohol and stuff like that, you don't maybe look your freshest if you're doing that. So it doesn't mean that you cannot go to parties or anything, or go out or have your fun, but you know, also make sure that you take time for yourself at home, do your skincare, take care of yourself, of your hair and your body, and make sure on the other days that you're sleeping enough, getting your exercise, trying to eat as healthy as possible. I feel like in general, beauty comes from within. It's a feeling. I feel like you can get all the treatments and stuff that you want. You can get surgery, whatever it is, but if you don't have that inner beauty, that you feel beautiful from inside out, and that you're happy with yourself and that you love yourself, and you don't need surgery or anything to change about your body to get that. This is something that you need to work on, and I feel like this is the hard way. So that's why I think there's so much power in loving and accepting the way that you look. You can get all the treatments and still not quite have that beauty because you just don't have that energy. I feel like this is where we maybe transition to the internal glow up, which is confidence, because this is the inner beauty. You know, when people enter the room, you just know that they're confident, they have a certain body language, they have a certain glow about themselves. Getting confident is a huge game changer, because I always say that you can look like a model. If you're not confident, people can tell. It makes you less attractive. So work on your confidence. How do you work on your confidence? I have a whole video up if you want to watch it about how to get more confident, and I also have a video about how to be confident without makeup. Another thing to glow up internally is to be a kind person, and I know this sounds very simple, but I feel like a lot of people could be more kind and more supporting. Maybe challenge yourself to go through your day and be, even if you're nice to people, maybe a little nicer. I personally always try to be very nice, especially if I'm at a restaurant or something, or at the grocery store. It doesn't really matter where I am, and not in preaching myself saying that, but it sounds so simple to be kind, but more people should be kind. So this is why I wanted to say it, because being kind just makes you very beautiful from the inside. Recognize your own behaviors and try to change them. I feel like we all are a little toxic, if you want to admit it or not. When something gets triggered in us and maybe we say things we didn't want to say, or we react a certain way that we didn't want to react, whatever it is, you know. Or even just when you're out with friends, I don't know, are you actively listening? Are you giving feedback to them? I personally am always very bad with asking questions. Like, I'm listening to people, but I never really ask any questions. It's like, oh yeah, this is what they want to tell me. I don't want to ask any further because I don't want to bother them. I don't know. So yeah, I'm really bad with this. This is a very harmless example, but you know, I also have certain behaviors that I don't really like, especially in my relationship. I feel like sometimes something triggers me from my past, and then I react a certain way that I don't want to react. Set yourself boundaries and cut out toxic people. Even if this might be that you're more alone, I cannot believe what some people are putting up with in their daily life. It doesn't matter in their friendship or their relationship. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, why would you want to hang around with people like that? And even if it's family. I mean, if you're living at home, I know it's very hard. I also lived at home when I didn't want to live at home, and I also felt better when I moved out. I totally get that if you're in that situation. No, it's not forever. Other than that, if you're not living with your family and you have toxic family members, cut them out. You don't need the negativity and the drama. If you're spending summer alone, I think it's so much better to spend summer alone and have it peaceful instead of being in a friend group or with friends that you don't want to be with, that are toxic, that are rude to you, where you always feel like you're left out or whatever it is. I know how that feels, and it sucks, and it's honestly so much better if you're not with these people anymore, because then you learn when you're not with these toxic people anymore, you will find new people, even if you think you won't. And honestly, life is so much better if you're not surrounded by toxic people. If you want a positive and peaceful life, a happy and peaceful life, I feel like this is what we all strive for, you know what I mean? Show up for yourself and stop the negative self-talk. It doesn't get you anywhere. I know we all do it, but if you bring yourself down all the time, you don't get anywhere from that. If you tell yourself all the time that you're ugly, that you're a loser, whatever it is, you're gonna believe these things, okay? So why tell yourself all these negative things if you could also tell yourself positive things about yourself? And I know it feels weird in the beginning, especially, and maybe always, but it's so much nicer to be like, I'm proud of myself, I had a very productive day. I'm proud of myself, I woke up this morning and got out of bed. I'm proud of myself because I went to the gym today, even though I didn't feel like it. I'm proud of myself that I cooked myself a healthy meal today. I'm doing so well, I'm so amazing, I'm so pretty. Change that self-talk, because we get stuck in this negativity, it gets comfortable there. We need to recognize that we are there, and then we need to change our minds. This is what it all revolves around. Yet, like, you control your life with your mind, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you will start living a better life. Also, showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself means go to the gym because it's good for you, cook your food because it's good for you, do the things that you always wanted to do. I don't know, if you want to get into a certain school, study for it. If you want to start your TikTok, just start it. Show up for yourself. No one's gonna do it for you, you have to do it for yourself. Things that also help you with an internal globe, in my opinion, are also journaling. Journaling is amazing to do some inner work and to reflect on yourself, and reading books. I'm not exaggerating. I read books that were so life-changing. I still think of the things that were written in these books. I feel like they changed my life forever. Like, I have started living a completely different life since I read these books. I know people always say, books that changed my life, but there are books that really change your life. It's not like that magically your life is completely different, but you change your thoughts, and this is a huge huge game changer if you can change your thoughts. Pointing out things that you're grateful for every day, because we sometimes also get very stuck in all the negative things that happen to us maybe, and things we don't have in our life and things we want to have in our life, instead of looking what we already have. And I'm guilty of that myself, because I feel like for the longest time I wanted to move out of home and I wanted to have my own apartment, and sometimes I literally need to stop myself and be like, oh my gosh, imagine your 18-year-old self seeing yourself right now. Because when I was 18 I was super insecure. I didn't go to the gym or anything yet. I wish I worked out and looked better. I wish I had started my YouTube channel. I wish I was living on my own, and I wish I had better friends in my life and not so many toxic people in my life, because I was always feeling miserable. My 18-year-old self would be so proud to be living in her own apartment and having the life she's having right now, even though I have goals for the future, you know what I mean? So taking time to be grateful for what you have is very, very important. It just opens room for more. Spending time alone helps you for your internal glow up, because you cannot glow up if you're always surrounded by other people. That doesn't mean that you need to be alone all the time, but make sure even when you're out socializing a lot in summer, which we all do, you know, also take some time for yourself, like I said, to do your skincare, to read a little bit, to journal a little bit, to also have some relaxing time next to all the crazy activities that are going on in summer. I feel like these are all my tips that I wanted to share for glowing up in summer and for having the best summer pretty much. So please subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and give the video a like if you enjoyed it. This would mean a lot to me. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!